Finally, Gayton McKenzie is in the hot seat. And he's going up against none other than Liam Jacobs. Ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, the witty, the hilarious, the always entertaining, but no doubt a hard ass, the questioner, the interrogator, Liam Jacobs. For those of you who don't know, Liam Jacobs enjoys wrestling, so I thought I'd give him a little bit of an introduction like that. But anyway, let's get into it.
When people zone have our smallanyana skeletons.
Did I hear that correctly? Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newsflash. I'm your host, Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. And in the red corner, or maybe green corner, the man who everybody thinks is a saint, but I still have my doubts, Gayton McKenzie. Let's have a look.
What do you want me to say in as far as Liesl Penican and Eugene is concerned?
So, Chairperson, to the public, then I put it, that it is very interesting that the minister is of a particular party, that the leader of the individuals conducting the interviews is that same political party, and ultimately the chairperson of that board then becomes the same political party. There is certainly, Chairperson, we must investigate.
What are you laughing about, Gayton? Why are you laughing? Why can't you answer the question?
Certainly, Chairperson, whether there is actual ethics that can be found in this chairperson, because in as much as there is a precedent for this, legally speaking, Chairperson, we must investigate the potential of a conflict of interest here. Because we understand, Chairperson, we must understand the framework that certain parties operate in, Chairperson. When you operate in what is a dictatorial party, Chairperson, then you are bound to that leader in that party. When the leader can fire you as he pleases, Chairperson, when the leader has explicitly thrown his own members out of parliament, Chairperson, then we must talk, Chairperson. I'm still talking. I will not be point of order by honorable.
Hold on, you cannot scrap out this meeting and run. There's a chairperson in this meeting. If you want to be the chairperson,
Chairperson, as I was proceeding.
Can we have order in this meeting? Can we have honorable Liam Jacobs?
Did you see how frustrated this guy was? Like the chairperson, he was just like, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. Frustration.
I'm tired, boss.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pausing here because I'm not going to watch this whole thing with you guys because it's long and tedious. But basically, one MP tries to disrupt the whole meeting, saying that there needs to be a point of order and what. And another MP comes to the defense of Jacobs, and then they start arguing for a little bit about point of orders. And then the one guy's like, oh, Jacobs can't say that. And the chairperson says, no, he can say that. I want to get to McKenzie, or his answer to the question. So basically what's happening here, ladies and gentlemen, is the following. Gayton McKenzie ducking and diving. After 25 minutes of questioning, he still could not explain what his thinking behind his board appointment was or is. In this case, by his admission, Minister, Patriotic Alliance. Chairperson of Board Interview Panel, Patriotic Alliance. Chairperson of the Board, Patriotic Alliance. Where are the checks and balances? The lead interviewer is Political Alliance. The person who becomes chairperson is Political Alliance, all under a minister who is also Political Alliance. While the law allows the minister to constitute it all as such, clearly some moral risk in the application of the law here. So in Gayton McKenzie's board, all of them are part of the Patriotic Alliance. And Liam is just pointing out that there could be a conflict of interest here, and he wants Gayton to basically answer, like, how did you come to this? Why is it like this? You know, aren't you worried about conflict of interest? And here's how Gayton replied.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. I shall proceed. Chairperson, I'll come back to the rationale. In as much as the Act prescribes that the minister can make those appointments, Chairperson, I want to understand his understanding as to why a member of the Patriotic Alliance became the chairperson of the interview panel. That led, ultimately, to the chairperson of the board being a member of the Patriotic Alliance as well, while he himself, as a minister, is a member of the Patriotic Alliance. What is the rationale? He's not answering the question.
Chairperson, the honorable member says I'm not answering the question, but he's still busy asking the question. I am one person that's not in the habit of disturbing people while they speak. Right. I want to answer Honorable Liam nicely, but I want him to tell me just one thing so I have clarity. He said, I have thrown a member of the PA out of parliament. who's that member? So that when I answer on fact and not innuendos and gossip and lies.
But Minister, just a second. Just
Then
a
I
second,
answer
Minister.
everything.
Just a second, Minister. That is the point I've made. Let's deal with the presentation. That is my concern. And in terms of the interrogation from the member pertaining to the party and their representation, well, that's a mindful consideration or question where there may or may not be a potential biasness. But I want it to be happen in a respectful manner where the member asks the question and the minister respond so that we can proceed. Thank you. Honorable Liam Jacobs, do you still want to respond, Honorable Minister?
No, but all I'm saying is my turn to respond.
Yes, please do.
But I have to be clear and fair on Honorable Jacobs. If you can say, he said here, before I come to what he said about the party I belong to, he said here that I have thrown out a member of the peer out of parliament.
But that's nothing to do with the presentation.
Order, Chairperson.
No, Chairperson.
Order,
Who's asking the
Chairperson.
questions here, Chairperson?
Order, Chairperson.
The member of the legislature or the member of the executive, Chairperson? I'm the one asking the questions here, Chairperson.
No, let me tell you, I'm the chairperson here. And we have received a presentation from the department. And we are dealing with governance of the department. It is nothing to do with who the minister has put out from parliament. Let's deal with the presentation. Please.
Order, Chairperson.
Honorable Mtetwa.
Thank you, Chair. I don't remember Liam Jacobs stating a name of a person. It is allowed according to the rules that you can cast aspersion on a party. He didn't mention anybody or a particular person, but said a party that. So it's not a matter of debate. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you for that, Honorable Mtetwa. I also haven't heard that. I don't know where the minister or when Honorable Jacobs have said that.
And that's the end of the clip. As you saw towards the end there, it just got, oh man. Oh. Gayton was definitely ducking and dodging because again, Liam was asking about his board structure. And Gayton is concerned about what Liam said earlier in a throwaway comment, basically. A comment that has nothing to do with the question that Liam is asking. But no, Gayton wants to harp on that and distract from the actual question. And it seems like it worked. It's maybe Liam will release a part 2 of this and I'll definitely cover it. But for now, it seems like Gayton, knowing Liam, he probably got right back to it. As of yet, Liam hasn't released a second part. I don't know if he is, but if he does, like I said, I will cover it. But this just shows how Gayton is, you know, dancing around the issue and trying to dodge it like the Matrix. And this is why, like, it should be a straightforward answer, you know? Why did you create your board like this? And you can even just say, because I'm the boss and I want it that way. Any answer would have done. But no, Gayton wants to try and sidestep and distract and laugh. He's laughing like it's funny for whatever reason. I didn't hear a joke. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. And while you're there, leave a like on the video and share it far and wide. And no matter where you're watching on social media platforms, whether you're watching on Facebook, X, drop me a follow. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. And also, if you want to support what I do here on this channel, please head over to YouTube and become a member to this channel. It goes a long way to supporting me and helping me to produce content for you guys. Or you can leave a super thanks or sasa thanks as we call them on this channel. Thank you all so much for your support. And with all that being said, thanks for watching. Your Newsflash is in.
Maybe that is a colony. Maybe we just don't stay still long enough usually. I can see a chair over there. There's one by me.